Hi there, it's Ms. Novakowski coming to you from the studio at Grauer Elementary in the Richmond School District. The Math Studio project I'm going to share with you is an Origami Dog, and all you need for this project is one square piece of paper and a marker, pencil crayon, or crayon to add some details. Okay, to make our Origami Dog, I think I'm going to want my dog blue, so I'm going to put that color down. You fold your square in half across the diagonal to form a large triangle here. And then you do the same fold in the opposite direction here. So the other diagonal. So you now have two intersecting folds. And you use these intersecting folds to help you do the next set of folds. So you're looking at where those two folds intersect there in the center, and you take one of the corners and match it up to that center point, and the fold lines match up as well. And then crease that, and then do it on the opposite side. And then again. So we started with a square, and this part, after we do this last fold in here, we're going to end up with a square again. And you could think about all sorts of math that's happened here. When we did the first two folds diagonally, we divided the square into fourths. And now, let's think about what fraction each of those triangles is. What fraction is this square of the whole? Okay, for this next part, we're going to open up one of the flaps. And again, we're going to use our creases to help you here. So see where these two fold lines or creases intersect or cross? I'm going to take this corner here and fold it to that part. And again, crease over this using my fingernail. And then we're going to fold this in. And this is going to form the head part of the dog. Okay? So you should see a triangle space right there. And then on this opposite triangle here, this is going to form the tail of the dog. I'm just going to rotate it this way to make it a little bit easier for me to do it with my hands. Again, you choose what works for you. I'm going to fold it in, and then I'm going to take the corner, and I'm just going to start to see how I'm curving that paper, moving it up. This is going to form the tail. So this little triangle part that's sticking out, and I'd say that that is about 1.5 centimeters sticking out. You can just estimate and then crease this part down. And that little triangle is going to show, and that will be the tail. So back this way, we've got the head on this side, the tail on this side, and I'm going to take the top and I'm going to fold these down. And it should fold right along that crease line, but you can just go over that with your finger. And our dog is starting to come into shape here. There's the tail. Okay, so we have our rectangle here for the dog's body, and this will become the head and the tail here. So on this bottom corner here, on the same side as where the tail is, I want you to visualize from that bottom corner up to this opposite top corner here, this diagonal, and we're going to fold along that diagonal line. So I'm going to lift up this triangle here, and I'm going to hold this corner down, and again I'm going to move this until it lines up at that top corner, and my bottom corner there, just keep scooching it over, and then fold this down. Use my finger. So I've got that diagonal fold now from this corner to the top corner, and then I take my triangle that I moved up here and just fold it back down. Okay? It shouldn't be touching the bottom. It should be a little bit up from the bottom, and you should see a little bit of a triangle gap there as well. And then I'm going to turn it over and do the exact same thing on this side. So lift this up, lift the triangle out, and then I can use what I've done before on the other side to help line up my papers. and line up where the fold will be. We want that to be symmetrical. Again, crease this down really well and fold my triangle back down. And sometimes, see, this is getting a little bit caught there, so I'm just gonna make sure it folds down. You can see it's starting to form the shape of a dog. Okay, so go over all your creases really well with your fingers. And for this last part here, we're gonna open this up underneath where the head is, and this is gonna help the snout. We're gonna put our thumb in that little pocket there and push that out. And that forms a longer snout here, so it looks more like a dog. And then again, flatten that down with your fingers. And then this is where you can add some details with a crayon or pencil crayon or marker. So I'm going to add a little dog nose here. And an eye. And again, you can add whatever details you want. And if you wanted to look like a specific dog, you could look into the shape or colors of that dog. There you go. There's our little origami dog.